pith, heartwood, sapwood. Right in here is the cambium layer, which has now disappeared. The cambium layer is the only layer that's capable of dividing cells, and it produces this wood, sapwood, on this side of it, and it produces inner bark on this side of it. But the cambium layer, once it dries up, is very, very hard to find. Inner bark and outer bark. And my theory for greenwood fire is that heartwood has very little moisture content to it. Sapwood is what brings water and minerals up the tree from the roots to the leaves, so it'll have a lot more water. The inner bark holds the phloem layer, which moves nutrients and sugars from the leaves down to the roots and other parts of the tree. So for greenwood, the most stable wood is probably right here. So this would be fine shavings and shavings. Here will be skewers and pencils, and out here a little bit larger stuff. And of course this inner and outer bark will be cast away. On this one, so you can see it, you can rub away the pith. The pith in the very center of the tree is the tree's inner garbage can, so it's not really useful for anything. This is an aspen, quaking aspen, or something like that. As you can see, it's very green. Okay, here it is. You can recognize the bark quite easily. What I'm going to do is section this and hike it about 15 minutes to a place where I can start a fire. So here's the wood. You can see from the bark it's the same one, the green one. Wish I'd have gotten a thicker branch, because in this little one even the heartwood is wet. I'm going to call that good enough for the fine shavings. There's absolutely no sun out today and it's humid, so there's no way to help them dry, but maybe sitting while I do the rest of the prep will help them be better for ignition. Now we'll move on to a little bit larger size shavings. You can see the difference between the white here and the darker here. Perhaps you can see it. And the darker is very wet. Slimy wet. At any rate, it's starting to sprinkle, so I'm gonna put the fire out, and that'll be the end of this trip.